Hello, welcome to Dynamic Chiropractic. I'm Dr. Kim. I am the owner of Dynamic Chiropractic, and I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself, the team, and what we're going to do today, the technology that we're going to utilize to see if we can help you. So obviously I own the practice. I've been practicing for 25 years. Up until 2 years ago, I've never had a machine in my office. The reason why I share that with you is because I want you to know that myself and my team, we don't just hop on the bandwagon of the latest, greatest thing, the fad that's out there. We really, for the most part, stick to what works, which is chiropractic, hands only, one-on-one, personalized attention. However, 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago actually, my husband had terrible foot pain and nothing was helping him. He tried everything, and we went to what seems like every doctor in town, and nothing was working. Finally, the doctors just kind of threw their hands up and they were like, well, we don't know what's going on. Maybe we just need to go in and just, cut the material that's kind of binding up and causing the pain, which was crazy to us. So I started looking into alternatives at the time, which was stem cells. And that's when I found SoftWave. SoftWave is a technology that comes from Germany. Our machine actually is manufactured and imported from Germany. What it does is it utilizes sound waves to come in and stimulate damaged tissue to then pull in your body's own plasma through the blood and stem cells to heal the tissue. It's amazing. We have been able to see virtually miracles happen in the office. People that were like this close to going and getting surgery and canceled the surgeries because they just didn't need it anymore. So what we want to do is, in a moment, Dr. Joe's going to come on in and he is going to do a consultation with you to find out what your needs are, what's going on with you, and try to figure out if this is the right place and if we can help you. If we can, we will do everything within our capabilities to help you get the same or similar amazing results as tons of our other patients have. Before we jump right into your consultation and your treatment, I want to take a moment. When I go to a doctor's office, I don't like any surprises. So when people come to my office, I want to make sure there's no surprises for you either. Today's visit is what we call a mapping session. What that means is we are trying to find out where the trigger points are and at what level of intensity on the machine gets us the best results. That's kind of like creating a blueprint so that when we do start your full treatments, we're able to jump right in and just kind of like getting the job done. Today's visit for the mapping session is $49. That's what it costs us basically to turn the machine on, and that's all that we charge to see if this is something that can actually help you. If we do decide to move forward and this is something that's going to help you, most of our patients get the best results with a 4 to 6 week time period of treatment, which means we do 10 visits over that 4 to 6 week time period. We do 2 times a week for 3 weeks, then 1 time a week for 3 weeks, and then we reevaluate. Now, it's not cookie cutter, so even though that gets the best results for the majority of the people, everyone is treated differently. It's not cookie cutter. So as we start the process, if we need to alter that a little bit, we will. The only thing that matters is you and you getting better. So with that said, if we decide to move forward, because one of the things that people always ask is, well, how much does that cost? If you were to Google how much is a SoftWave treatment in Fort Lauderdale, Google will tell you anywhere from $300 to $400 a treatment. We don't charge that. You're not going to pay every time you come into the office. What we do in our office is I have a relationship with our bank, and if we do larger transactions, we save money on our end with all the fees. So we're able to give that savings to our patients. So you save 35% by doing like a package. And so we'll create that for you for your next visit. Depending on the body part will really depend on how much that package cost. A smaller body part, like a foot or an ankle, is going to be anywhere from $800 to $1,200 for a foot. Something a little bit larger, like a hip or a shoulder, is going to be a little bit more expensive, a little bit more in the range of like $1,500 to $1,900. But again, it really just depends on the person and what you need. So I just like to put that out there so that there's no surprises as we go through this process together. Again, really, the most important thing is just getting you better. But wait, there's more. I want to introduce you to the machine and kind of show you how the machine works and what we're going to do during your treatment. So this is the machine that we're going to be working with, and this is the applicator. I want you to think of this like lightning and thunder. So in here, there's a spark that's created. The sound from the spark is what gets pushed through the head of the stylus. This whole thing is filled with water. It's like a big water balloon, okay? Because water amplifies sound, it allows that sound to go about that deep into the tissue. So if there's damage in there, we'll find it. Now, if there's healthy tissue, the sound just gets absorbed right into the tissue. But if there's damage in the tissue, it vibrates the tissue, and that feels like static electricity, but inside. Kind of like, ooh, right? But in there. Now, this is the most important part. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is like, I feel nothing. 10 is like, oh my gosh, like you are torturing me. I want to be at a 5 or 6, which means, okay, I feel that, it's uncomfortable, it's not painful, I don't feel like I want to pull away from you, but you can stop anytime. That's the sweet spot where we're going to get the best results. If the intensity is too low, we're not doing enough. It's a waste of time and money. If it's too high, we're overstimulating. It's not going to hurt you, but it's just going to make you sore. So 5 and 6 is our sweet spot to get the best results. So just be communicating and letting the doctor know exactly what you feel at every single point with those numbers, because that's what's going to give you the best results.